Do you remember that kind of tone in your voice? Do you remember like whether you were 9 or whether you were 16 and just being so full of your own excitement about being alive, like your own thrill for like, I am here right now with my best friends and we're going to do this amazing thing. Do you remember that energy? Hey, you guys, let's do this thing. Let's do it right now. Do you remember that? Because I'm trying to remember that. I think like it's in my cellular memory. Like it's still like in here. But I forgot. Like for a million different reasons, like because I'm mom and because I'm tired and because like I have a quiet profession, I'm a writer, and I've worked in libraries and I'm a healer. Like we do this at a whisper. We use our inside voices. But I've lost something in that process. I've lost the energy that says, hey, you guys, let's do this thing. Let's do this thing because it's going to be awesome. Let's do this thing because what the hell do we have to lose except, I don't know, an hour? And we'll even have our self-respect at the end. Like, because this is also not the like, hey, you guys, of like, I'm standing on a table dancing at a college party at age 20 looking like a freak. Like, I'm not going back to that. Like, I want the beautiful, innocent, totally embodied awareness that was the like, hey, you guys, let's do this thing that we had somewhere before middle school and then sometime in that like best possible time in high school when we just felt connected and alive and with the people we were supposed to be with and with ourselves in this really beautiful embodied way. So, hey, you guys, come and write with us on Friday at noon Eastern. I call it the free online community writing practice, which is not at all a sexy name, but it's true. Because what we do is we sit down together and we write and we meet ourselves on the page. And yes, for the most part, it's quiet because, writing generally is a thing you do in the silent part of your voice, silent whatever. But then we talk and we dive into what we explored and what we found. And in that ability to be quiet with other people, we're actually making way to share the messages that come from that place of like, hey, you guys, let's do this awesome thing together. I am so excited about what I just discovered about myself. I am so thrilled to have finally given myself the space and the time to get clear. To give myself permission to hear my own voice opposed to all the endless chatter of the to-dos and all the things I'm supposed to be doing. Oh no, instead we give ourselves the moments we need to come home to ourselves and to recognize, hey, you know what? This is important to me. This thing that I could only discover in the quiet of my own writing practice. And then you're able to do the kind of alchemy and magic that comes through so that you can say in a really clear voice, hey, you guys, I would love for you to read this thing that I wrote. I would love for you to come and try this thing that I'm making. I would love to share this really important piece of myself that I just discovered, that I've been discovering for the last 10, 20 years. I want to give you a chance to see what I've been working on. And we need both that really quiet energy of sitting down and writing together that you'll get when you come to write with us on Friday at noon Eastern. That's March 1st to the community writing practice. And then we need the energy that comes after. That's this energy that says, I'm going to stand up and talk to you today. I'm not going to be sitting at my desk in some perfectly orchestrated angle. I'm standing in my kitchen to say, hey, you guys, let's do this thing. Come and write with us on Friday. Because it's the mix of the quiet and the inner work and the like, I am on fire with energy and excitement and need to tell you about this stuff that we need to move things forward. We need thoughtfulness and we need action. We need that internal magic and we need that incredibly external magician stuff that has to happen. We want the masculine and the feminine. We want the inner and the outer. We want that mix. We need that mix. Our whole world needs that mix. The world needs your stories. So, hey, you guys, I'm going to be writing on Friday at noon Eastern, from noon to 1:15. There's going to be a bunch of writing prompts I'll be preparing for you. There's going to be some time to talk about what came through for you. There's going to be some time for me to tell you and give you some recommendations about what to do next once you've given yourself an hour or so to sit down and write. Because it's about integrating all the things. Your need to be quiet, your need to look inside, and your desire to go back to whatever moment in your life you felt most free and most able to call people together and say, hey, let's do this thing because it's fun. Let me tell you about this thing because I think you want to know about it. We need this in our lives right now. I know I do. God, I've been so quiet and so well behaved for so damn long. And that's only a part of who I am. I write. I'm a writer. I spend a lot of time alone in a quiet room. But the best part of my work is when I get people called in together to write together, to talk about what comes through, to heal the pieces that are hard. I need to run because I am going off to lead this month's writing, coaching, and story healing session with my Sovereignty Circle. That's my ongoing writing group. And we've got, I think, an amazing hour and a half together to come. I have no idea what's going to happen. I never do on these coaching calls, on these healing calls. It's what people bring to the session. There's tears and there's laughter and there's, hey, you guys, energy. And there's a lot of just really quiet holding, because I know I am a combination of those different things. And I know that that's what we need right now, is space for our creative lives in their beautiful internal sense and in our fabulously extroverted sense, whether you're an extrovert or not. But I just mean in that external, push it out into the world and share it, because we need your stories. But in order to get those stories, we need you to spend some time creating them. So Friday, March 1st, noon till 1:15, the free online community writing practice. I will post the link so you can join us. You just need to sign up so I can send you the email with the Zoom information. Bring your journal or a scrap of paper you find under the couch. Bring a pen, hopefully your favorite pen that writes really nicely. You can type if you want to. Bring some courage. There's going to be some writing prompts that are going to ask you to meet yourself on the page and tell some truths. You don't have to say them out loud, but I'd love for you to see them. It's a really great place to get started. So whether or not you want to be crafting your own invitations for your own version of, hey, you guys, let's go play, or whether you just have something in your heart you think you might want to explore, there's room for that here. There's room for that in the free community writing practice that's happening on Friday. So come and invite your friends, and you don't need to be a writer. I'd rather you didn't come in with pretensions of being a real writer. I'd rather you come in with saying like, hey, I'm wishing I had a little more time and space in my life to know what the heck it is that I really think, to know what is actually important to me. Because if we all started doing that, that's what changes the world. That's when we start becoming more conscious, aware citizens. That's when we all start becoming kinder, more compassionate humans. That's when we start seeing things through a lens of light and possibility rather than that inevitable march towards doom that I think so many of us have bought into because we've left our, hey, you guys, energy on the playground. Let's play. Let's be more powerful. And let's do it in a quiet way. If you're that kind of person, like me, who needs to start with putting ideas on the page, sisters, let's do this. So hey, you guys, come write with me on Friday. Come surprise yourself. Come see what's going to happen. I don't know. I never know. And that's the really awesome part of being alive right now. Let's find some magic in this uncertainty rather than fear. Let's give ourselves permission to sit down for an hour together, okay? I'll see you on Friday. Mwah. I'll post the link. Let me know if you have any questions. And yes, I know the first question always is, I can't make it live noon on Friday at Eastern. Will there be a recording? Yes, there will be a recording. And I will send it myself later that afternoon. And you can press play and write right along with us. And then you can come find me if you want more help, more magic. If you want some hand holding, if you want a circle to sit with. Hey, you guys, let's do this thing. All right? See you soon.